smokers, this is Hookah-Burdar, and I'll be doing another review today of the 639 ELMAS NARGILE Dünya Tugrali. So before I go any further, I'll be showing in some detail the different parts of this pipe, and then I will show how it smokes. As you can see, I'm using the adapter and a 10-year small funnel today. So, see you in a few seconds. Well, let's see the parts of this 639 ELMAS NARGILE Dünya Tugrali. So, first of all, we've got the vase. This is the normal blue vase, but I ordered it with the portrait of what I first said or thought was a sultan. In fact, it is not. It is a Shah of Persia, and it is Nasr-ad-Din Shah of the Qajar dynasty, which governed or reigned in Persia from 1848 to the end of the 19th century. He was a reformer, and I don't know for what reason he is very popular in nargile bottles, which are to be found outside Persia or Iran, in Turkey, particularly in Egypt as well. He was not particularly loved in Persia because he was close to the foreign interests, European interests, and sold actually the management of a number of services, of public services in the country. But it might have been a smoker, it might have been, I don't know. He is very popular figure. Sometimes you see other Shahs, but Nasr-ad-Din is quite popular. So the vase is quite heavy. It is decent quality. I wouldn't say it is the best, but it's not. There are no apparent bubbles in it, and it is dark blue. The gold paint is a bit faded out from the beginning in the upper part, but well, I do not care about this particularly. And I mean, it's dark, but with the light behind, it has a very nice color. Then, so this was my choice. The normal one was the blue one, seen in other videos, without this, without the portrait. Then you're provided, of course, with tongs, normal Turkish tongs made of brass, some tape, Turkish tape, and then, of course, main part, the stem. The stem is, to me, the most balanced and nice of the ELMAS stems. The 618 would have the Tugla, so the cipher of a sultan, the signature, which was stamped on documents and engraved in walls or entries and so on. So it was the mark of the empire. I do not know what sultan this belongs to, but the funny thing is that if you look at the ELMAS pipe. The Tugrali is slightly different, so it would belong to another sultan. Lighting is a problem here. Let us see. I don't know if you make the difference, mark the differences. Both are very nice. And I've heard people saying, oh, the true ones were much more detailed. Well, actually there were several versions of a given Tugra, and some were not particularly detailed because they had to fit in coins or in small stamps. So this is the real thing. Otherwise you have, as in many Turkish pipes like this, solid brass, this opening both sides. Some claim it is for ventilation purposes. I think it's just the way they make it, they need to leave this. Otherwise, as I said in a previous video, the stand for the tray is not decorated. Some pipes are decorated, some are not. Of course, the downstem is brass. And this is the Dünya piece, which is pretty nice. And this has this horseboard. Not all pipes of this series, of this Tugrali Dünyali or Dünya Tugrali, have this kind of horseboard. Some have the same as the 628. And one characteristic thing of Turkish pipes is the way the chamber is made. So as you see, there's a kind of ring which is open in the bottom, and which is welded to the rest of the stem, with the exception of the one I reviewed on my previous video, which is the tiny çifelek, which has kind of a normal chamber. You see, this is the straight horseboard, but this is closed. It's not the typical Turkish one you'll find in most pipes. Otherwise, you're provided, or I was provided, with two bowls of different sizes. Big and mid-size, which are way bigger than the one provided with çifelek, or the two provided with the çifelek. So I have here 4 different sizes. There might be bigger though. Then a very nice ashtray, which is slightly different in decor to the one I got with the 628. I love to get different things. So this is from the 628. It is about the same, but the rim is not decorated, and yes, the decor is not exactly the same. Same with the wind cover. The wind cover we get with this pipe is taller than the one on the 628 and is better decorated. You have 2 rings of holes on the upper part, and this decoration in the middle. They are quite solid and well made. With the 628 you get a much simpler one, with a few holes and somewhat smaller, and ELMAS has a bigger one. So these are the parts of this beautiful nargile. Hello everybody. Picture yourself in Smyrna nowadays, Izmir, at the beginning of the 20th century. Well, the world is a bit more complex than we think. And in Izmir, at the time, there were plenty of Greeks. So that's why I choose to illustrate this video with some music called Amenidis, or Miracle, or Café Aman, which is the music of the Greeks from Constantinople, that is Istanbul, and Smyrna, and Yanina and other districts under Ottoman rule, which, well, sadly enough, it was a catastrophe, had to leave Turkey little by little, but mostly after Greece, at the end of the First World War, invaded Anatolia, invaded Turkey, thinking that it could gain territories there and that the Central Powers had been vanquished. What happened actually is that after Atatürk, who had been a brilliant general in Dardanelles, took power, he just expelled the Greek army from Turkish territory, from Anatolia, and millions of Greeks who had been there for centuries, actually since ancient times, since the War of Troy and so on, had to leave and settled. Many of them settled in the Piraeus near Athens, and will keep on singing Turkish music in Greek. And that's what you will be hearing too. Very nostalgic music from these periods, these people with no home, trying to start anew in Greece. Izmir, by the way, is where these pipes are made and where these particular hoses come from. These, in Turkey, if you go to Turkish websites, particularly the mouthpieces, are called Izmir ones. Others are slightly different. Today I choose to smoke Tangiers, Lucid or Chata, with the adapter and Tangiers small. Have 3 Hookah-Burdars, equivalent to Hookah-Narras or to cubes from Chronic Hookah, on my beautiful 639 Dünya Tugrali with the premium hose, the one with the huge mouthpiece. This was the second pipe I got from ELMAS NARGILE, and it is, for me, the most balanced of all the ELMAS range. Of course, the 618 now carried by Natural Hookah has the same Tugra here, same shape. This has this other piece, it's a bit taller. It is not too big, it's not too small, and it is not too thin or too thick in any part of the stem. So it's a beautiful looking pipe, which I choose with this blue vase with the Nasser ad-Din Shah of the Qajar dynasty. As you can see, even if the mouth tip of this pipe is quite restrictive and the downstem, copper downstem, is only 9 millimeters wide, you can get very big clouds out of these pipes. By the way, Turks sometimes put the glasses of cups of tea or glasses of Turkish delicious tea in the huge ashtrays. I'm buying, by the way, an even bigger ashtray from Hungary, from Pipa soon, So next week probably it'll be here, and it will allow to run less risk of burning my killings, which I have done several times already. Pipe smokes great. As I said in previous videos, these horses are not perfect, but are very nice and would not gust easily. They are thick goat skin and wood all the way to the tip, and this provides a very smooth and very nice flavor. As for the adapter, this is the first time I'm smoking with a different bowl. Tanger's mini, as I said, small, as I said, and it's working very well. I'm going to remove one of the coals because this is going very well now. By the way, today I'm using fashionable old style bird tongs, all brass, which suit very well the luxurious setup. And there we go. Back to what I was saying. So the Ottoman Empire, of course, had many different communities together. There were Slavs, Jewish people, Gypsies, particularly in Istanbul. There was a great mix of Persians, Armenians, and Greeks. Loads of Greeks. And these Greeks would be smoking nargiles in the Piraeus for years, but then their music was not accepted at the time, and in the 30s and 40s it decayed until it was banned, and then they had to wait until the 60s or so to start seeing a renaissance of what was then called not Smirniako nor Café Aman, because, or Amanedes, because they kept on saying Aman Aman when they sing. It was called Rembetiko, but the origins of Rembetiko arguably are from Oriental music. Hope you enjoy it as much as I do, and hope you enjoy these pipes as much as I do. I think I'll be having a great session today. Okay, so this has been it from my side today. Thank you for watching. Hope it's been entertaining. Bye-bye.